Everything is fine.
Okay. Can you tell me your name, please? Because it's written something unreadable.
Okay, my name is Alexander.
Oh, Alexander, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you so much. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What do you like? How was the week?
I'm from Russia
Mm-hmm.
and I'm working in IT industry,
Mm-hmm.
like my son, and in good weather.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. So then my other question to you, how was the week? And how was the weekend? Last week, yeah? How was the weekend?
Actually, I don't remember last weekend.
Was it so good that you don't remember it, or you just don't remember it?
Uh, the main reason is because I was working for 20 hours yesterday, and
Mm-hmm.
my brain is awful. Um, I was watching a new movie in cinema,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe, and I went to my country house. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, if it's not a secret, what are you working with? It's like Java or C Sharp, or what developing line, what programming line?
I'm system administration.
Oh, okay, I see. So this difficult job when you need to know everything and everywhere, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds crazy. Well, so then tell me please, what is the best weekend for you? Describe me your ideal weekend.
Mm. The best weekend in maybe when I will um, when I will be driving by car, when I will have trip by my car in another country, like you
Mhm.
say. I did it several times, and I think it was a very good holiday for me.
Oh, so you love car trips, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And which states have you visited? You know, where have you been? How do you like the US?
Oh, I have been maybe in 20 or 22 cities: New York, Chicago, San Diego, San Francisco, Los Angeles,
Mm-hmm.
and more and more.
Very good. Well, what is your favorite city in the States? Yeah, if I would ask you, well, which city would you like? Would you advise me to visit to feel their culture? What would you advise me?
I'd advise San Francisco City.
Mm-hmm. Why? What is so special about San Francisco, and what can I see there?
Because the city is near ocean,
Mm-hmm.
and the city has um, normal weather every day per year. The
Mm-hmm.
city calls city with everything falls. Fall season every day, every week, every year. Fall season.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay,
Autumn.
one season, yeah.
Yeah.
Autumn, fall. Yeah, I got fall season. And what is your favorite place maybe in San Francisco? What did you like most about this city?
Mm, I don't remember the streets. Maybe in city center.
City center. Okay.
Hmm.
How can you describe me the city center? I have never been there, so describe me city center.
Mm, City center has a lot of trains, uh,
Mm-hmm.
tram, tram, city.
Streetcars, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, cable car.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I remember that the landscape of San Francisco is very highly, как бы это сказать по-английски, very highly that um, landscape of this city. It's like that one of the part of the city um, on the mountain and another part of the city down on the mountains. It's like everything you can go to the around to the city and see all the city from this high.
Height. Oh, okay. So it has like a mountain, yeah, mountain landscape.
Yes, like a mountain landscape around all the city.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you so much. Igor, hi. Igor. Igor, switch on the switch on the what's it called, microphone, please. Игорь, микрофон включите, пожалуйста, сверху. Oh, good. So, hello, how are you, Igor?
Hello, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Tell us what about your week, what about your weekend?
Let me remember. I think I was in my suburban house the weekend.
Okay, super. Dmitry, hi.
Hi,
How is everything? How is life?
everything is great.
Everything is great. Well, how is life treating you?
I'm sorry, I don't know this word.
Treat относится. So, how is life treating you? Как к вам относится жизнь? How is life treating you?
She loves me. It loves me.
It loves you. Okay. Igor, what about you? How is life treating you?
I think nice.
Nice. Okay. Alex, let's ask you, how is life treating you?
I think life. I think it depends of situation, maybe about of weather. Then the weather is fine. The life likes me.
Okay, good, super. Vlada, hello.
Hi Maria, hi everyone. I'm doing well, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Tell us about your last weekend. How did you spend it?
Really nothing special, just tired after work and had some rest to continue hard working this week.
Okay, very good indeed, thank you. Vladimir, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. Yeah, that's all.
That's all. How was the weekend?
Weekend. Oh, I was at my niece's birthday, and she's quite small, 2 years. Yeah.
What did you present, if it's not a secret?
I presented kinetic scent. Maybe you've heard of it.
No, so can you explain?
It's like a scent, but not. I I can't. I think explain it. It's it doesn't stick to your hands. You can create figures from it at home, for example. So.
Wow, it sounds really great. Now I envy that I'm not a kid anymore.
I was playing with it during the day.
Oh, like in this anecdote, yeah? Parents always present children what they want to have, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So I think that everybody is here who wanted to come. Yeah, we have some new faces. So let's begin. My name is Maria, yeah, I will be your moderator. And let's introduce a little bit to each other let's introduce each other. So basic information, your name, where are you from if you want, what your hobbies, okay? Let's start from Alex. Introduce yourself to guys, please.
I'm from Moscow. I have been working in IT company for 10 years, and I like my profession. I like my son, and I like good weather.
Very good indeed. Vladimir, what about you?
Yeah, I am a front-end developer, and now I'm working with a foreign company. Yeah.
Okay, good. Dmitry?
Hello, my name is Dmitry, but I think you already know it. And I'm also working as a software developer. And I also have been working there about 10 years. So, and
Okay.
what else?
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's enough actually,
Okay.
just basic information about yourself. Igor, what about you?
I'm not going to be original. I think most part of here are web developers, and me too. So, and even number of years is almost the same. I think kind of 7, 8 years in web development.
Okay. Vlada, save my situation. What about you?
Currently, I live in Moscow. I work also in IT company, but I'm not web design or web designer or something like this. I work in controlling and accounting department, and I try to improve business processes, to talk with global people, to match global processes with local processes. It's really interesting because IT, it's very huge sphere. It's very interesting, really. And if I talk about not work, I really like swimming because it helps to relax after a hard working day.
Yeah, give me 5 cent story. I adore swimming. Well, actually, today we have a very nice IT company. So I will try to pretend not to be original. Actually, I'm a computer linguist. Somehow I'm close to you. If it can save my situation, yeah. And we are going to speak with you today to talk with you today about photos. So I will not teach you how to use the program. It will be stupid from my side. And let's begin. So first of all, please don't forget to use active words. Yeah, I will copy paste them for you in chat. And for those who have this noise, please switch off their microphone. Yeah. If you have background noises, switch off the microphones. And let's start. We have the first question. Are you interested in photography, and do you think whether it is an art? I want everybody to answer this question, and I think ladies first. Vlada.
Thank you. Ladies first, okay. I think it's a very good theme to talk. And yes, I'm interested in photography. I really like landscape photography, especially urban landscape. And such photography makes me feel peaceful atmosphere, and especially I like when pictures are taken outdoors, because nature can give you a chance to capture a moment which is special, which is not intended. And I think photography is art, because not everyone can take good photos, and such people are really artists when they do it.
Okay, thank you so much. Vlada, you have a harem of men today, so choose who you want to ask this question from.
Okay. Vladimir?
Okay. I am interested in photography. I was taking photos as my hobby for some time, but I lost my camera, and then I decided not to buy a new one. And since I don't take a photo with pro professional camera, I prefer using my phone for photos, and I think it's also, we can also say that it's also art, because it's also very popular now, because you can see a lot of mobile photographers, and as I know, one of the iPhones was the most popular camera, according to one site. Don't remember which one.
Okay, well, ask the same question from anybody of the other polls.
Okay, are you interested in photography, Dmitry?
Okay, I can say that I'm interested in photography because I don't like taking photos, and I don't like being in photos, because I think I don't, how to say, I don't look good enough. Okay, but I really love to see funny photos on the web. That's all I think.
Ask Igor or Alex the same question, please.
The same question. Okay, Alex, are you interested in photography?
Alex, microphone.
Actually, I like photo, and I had been doing a lot of photo before I sold my camera, and after that, I decided that I didn't need more camera because I have iPhone and camera inside of iPhone. Sometimes I like to take a photo album and see about my family, about my grandfather and grandmother when he was when they were young.
Good. Well, ask Igor the same question, please.
Igor, are you interested in photography?
I can say that I like looking on interesting photographies, but I'm not talented at it at all. I've never had a kind of a professional photo camera. I think I like taking photos on my phone, but I looking through the photos I've taken in rare cases, so I don't see the point in taking it all the time. But I can agree with all of you. I think that some kind of photos are really an art, and we can enjoy.
Very good indeed. Thank you so much. Well, guys, so we are going to start with you with short discussion, okay? But before we are going to discuss this, I want you to have a look at our active vocabulary. Right now, do you have any questions with the word that we have, like types of photos, nouns to use to describe photos?
Yes, Maria, I have some questions. Could you please clarify about evocative photograph? What does it mean?
Oh, guys, does anybody know? No, sure. I will.
Yes, I think I can explain.
Oh, good. So Igor, explain then.
I think evocative, it is a kind of photography that can provoke some deep feelings in you that touch you deeply, some kind of that. Am I right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So evocative photos, actually it has double pronunciation. British say evocative, Americans say evocative, yeah, with long R. So the pronunciation is up to you, but the meaning is all the time the same. It's memorable photos that touches your soul, yeah, that brings tears to your eyes, maybe, or smile to your face. So it's a very memorable and touchable photo. Don't mix it up together with don't mix it up, sorry, with provocative. Provocative photo is other story. Okay, evocative photo and provocative. Well, any other questions with the recap?
So Maria, it means that this word, so we can use to describe a person who makes photos. Yes, it's like adjective for him.
Yeah, it's an adjective, but it is for photo. It's not for the person. Yeah.
It's for photo. Okay.
Yeah, it was an evocative photo. It was an evocative photo, but the person evocated the feeling. Evocated the feeling. Yeah, поднял чувство в нас.
Okay, now I got it. Thank you.
Very good.
And
What
Maria, second question, just from my side. Nicely composed picture. When can we use such composition? Like, in which cases?
Okay, guys, anybody can help us?
I think yes. For example, we can see in magazines that on the page, for example, we can see model and that image was nicely composed picture. For example, there are rules in photography to place model on photo, so if you placed it well, so it's nicely composed picture, I suppose.
Very good indeed. So yes, it is exactly like this. So when you have a still picture, yeah, when you have still colors, when you have something like this, натюрморты, yeah, it is nicely composed because, for example, you have a beautiful vase in the center, you have a couple of apples, and everything looks very nice, yeah, and it evokes some good feelings in you. Or when you have people, so you make a collective photo of some people and you put them in, some nice figure, like a heart or something like this. Not just everybody sitting where they were sitting. Okay? Vlada?
Thank you. Now
Welcome.
I got it.
Oh, very good. Guys, any other questions? No. Then I have a question. Still life. How can you describe what is a still life photography? Alex, maybe you?
Still life photograph.
Photograph.
Photograph that this picture makes sense in modern life.
No, not from this side. No, but it was a good try, really. Dmitry, maybe you know what is a still life photo. Dmitry.
I'm sorry, but I am now reading the definition on the Cambridge Dictionary.
Okay, so read for everybody.
Loudly.
Yeah, read it for everybody. Why not?
Okay, still life. A type of painting or drawing of an arrangement of objects that do not move, such as flowers, fruit, balls, etc.
Etc.
I think usually we call paintings like still life paintings. Usually it's not photograph, I think, in Russian.
Well, still life is translation from натюрморт, yeah. But still life photo, all these pictures of my coffee and my cake, or this is my breakfast, or this is my dinner. So it's all still life. These are the objects that cannot move themselves, yeah? They are just moved by somebody, or they are brought to you. And for example, when you put, I don't know, your cake, your coffee, your glass of water, and then you snap it and you post it somewhere in Instagram, so you have this still life photograph.
But
Got
it
it?
sounds
Yeah?
strange because still life and naturmort, it's like the word naturmort consists of nature and maybe mort. It's like death, and it's strange that in English it's like life, but in Russian it's death, maybe.
I think they mean that they almost dead, but still a little bit alive.
Almost dead, but still alive, yeah? Good. Yeah. Well, actually, naturmort is, if I remember right, it's French word, so we need to go deeper into French. Who knows French? To check it.
I
But
know a bit, but I don't remember. But we can, for example, remember the name of the main
Волан-де-Морт, yeah.
yeah,
Villain злодей.
villain, yeah.
Well, you know, French is a little bit different thing. So I don't know French, and I will not try to explain this meaning. So if you are interested in this, just go in dictionary and then you will say us, okay? Okay, good. So then I also want to know the difference between full-length portrait and half-length portrait. Who will answer? Maybe Vlada, you are silent.
Sorry, Maria, could you please repeat the question?
Yeah, can you explain us the difference between full-length portrait and half-length portrait?
Okay. Full length portrait, when you see a picture, it represents portrait of a certain person, but you can see the whole height of this person. But when you take photo of half-length portrait, it means this photo represents a person also, but you can't see the whole height of this person. I would say like this.
Good. And what about then half length? Oh, sorry, full length?
So when a photo represents full height of the person, so we can see the person from legs till the head.
So you're quite right, yeah. Half-length portrait, it's either waist up or waist down, if somebody is interested in waist down portrait, yeah. But usually it's waist up. You know, waist is talia, so waist up. And full-length portrait is, of course, from head to toes. До кончиков пальцев, yeah? Good. So then I also want you to explain me such difference as landscape and urban landscape, yeah? Maybe we will ask Alex, landscape and urban landscape?
Urban landscape, I think it's about cities, and landscape it's about everything lands and our planet.
Yeah, exactly. Vladimir, let's ask you, do you like urban landscape? Do you photo urban landscape?
Yes, I think I prefer urban landscape to other landscape. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it is because of shapes. Maybe I don't know. It's like more strict. I don't know.
Okay, good. And I also want to discuss with you one interesting set of verbs before we start our discussion. Yeah, to take a photo, to capture, to shoot, and to snap. First pair is to take a photo and to capture. Igor, can you explain us the difference, the usage?
I really don't know the difference. For me, it's almost the same.
Well, it's quite the same, but there is very slight difference. Guys, maybe...
Okay, I try to guess. Okay, to take and to capture. Maybe to capture is to take some instant photo of, of a moment in the process. But it's only a guess. I don't know.
And you're right, bingo. So to capture is, to catch the moment. They also have this Latin phrase carpe diem, yeah, лови момент. So I captured it, I took a moment. Good. Now, one more. To take a photo is just a regular phrase, like to take a photo, сделать фотку. Now, to shoot and to snap. Maybe Vlada. To shoot a photo and to snap a photo.
To be honest, I can't explain. It's too difficult. Maybe guys can help.
Choose any guy who will help you.
Okay, I will ask Vladimir.
Okay, actually, I don't know the difference. Maybe it's like a faster than usual taking a photo. I don't know.
Alex, maybe you can help us.
To shoot, when you see some interesting maybe fire and you need to do it quickly. It's to catch. And snap when you do photo like a nature and you know that nature isn't going and you haven't do it quickly.
Okay, so well, shoot is more about like professional, yeah. So don't forget that shoot is стрелять, yeah. Shoot is снимать кино, and shoot делать съемки. So, for example, it was a professional shooting for makeup artist, yeah. Shooting, it's like making a set of pictures. Or we did some shooting with my friend in a restaurant, yeah. While Mark and Ali were in the restaurant, they did some shooting, yeah. So they took some range of photos. And snap is a fast photo. You are on the go. You see a very nice picture. You just snap it shortly, and you continue moving. So you don't pose. You don't focus. You don't try to find the good, to make a very good shot, хороший снимок, yeah, you just snap it. It was a snap. And sometimes these snaps are nice, sometimes they are evocative, and sometimes they're just blurring. You know the word blur? Размазанный, размывчатый. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm absolutely sure that you are ready for discussion. I'm giving you the questions. You can ask the same question from different people. You can change the question somehow you want and try to make a dialogue. If you have an additional question, it is also mostly welcoming. Vlada, ladies first.
I need to choose a person or to answer any question?
No, you need to choose the question and to ask it from anybody, so to make it like a dialogue.
Okay, Dmitry, I hear you keep silence. I'm very interested in your opinion about question number 2. What is the secret to taking a good photograph?
Thank you for your question. I wish I could be a good photographer, but I'm actually not. But I'll try to guess. I think at first you must you must have your camera with you all the time, and you must be very внимательный. How to say it?
Attentive.
Very attentive, because usually people do not notice things on the environment, on their usual environment. But if you want to take a good photo, you must be attentive, and maybe you will find something very interesting. And of course, you must know the theory of photography, I think.
Okay, guys, does anybody else have something to add to this question? Maybe some secrets? Vladimir, you did professional photos.
Yes, but it depends on the camera and settings, what you set up. So there is no universal solution for all photos, but you need to try many ways and try experiments. I don't know.
So you should try experimenting, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Well, Dmitry, it was your turn to ask the question, please.
Okay. And has the internet changed the way you use photographs, Igor?
Thank you for the question. Let me think. I think yes, in a simple way. Without internet, there were not much photos that I can look on my computer, on my monitor. So as usual, I look them in photo albums as papers. They were printed, and with the internet, I think I've never seen photos on a paper for about, I don't know, 10 years maybe. I look on all of them from from my computer, from my monitor, and maybe that's the old difference.
Very good. Well, I think you need to ask Alex because he is silent for quite a time. Choose a question for him.
Okay. Where would you love to go to take pictures, Alex?
And microphone, Alex, please.
I would like to go to Lake Baikal to take a picture.
Okay. Have you ever been to the Baikal?
No, I haven't been.
Good.
It's my dream
Well,
too.
guys, who else would like to go to the Baikal? Let's organize us a tour trip to take photos. Dmitry, would you like to go to Baikal, to the Baikal?
Yes, of course, but it's too far, and I don't have enough time for that. Maybe maybe when I will be old, I'll find a time.
Okay, I see. Well, Alex, your turn to ask the question. Any question, any person.
Игорь,
Yes.
are you skilled at using Photoshop?
No, I'm not, and I'm glad about that because I see that many people that are skilled with Photoshop, they always have questions from others, and others always try to make them do something for them just because they know that they're skilled, and I want to get rid of it. And I'm not going to say you that I'm skilled, even even if I'm skilled in it.
So now we will start suspecting you being skilled in Photoshop, yeah, but just lying to us. Okay, well, Igor, your turn to ask something, and I think you'd better ask Vlada.
Okay. Vlad. Well, I think.
Any questions you want?
What about you? When was the last time you saw printed photo?
Is it last question, correct?
Yes.
Thank you for the question. I printed my photos some years ago. At that moment, I had a vacation trip, and during such trip, I had a chance to snap some pictures, to capture some interesting moments of my vacation. And all of such pictures are full of bright and soft colors. And when I look at such pictures now, which are printed, it gives me peaceful atmosphere, and it makes me always feel optimistic about future.
And why you printed it? Why you not share it through the, I don't know, some internet service with us? Why you like it in the printed form?
Because it was some special event in my life, and we went to the trip, and I wanted to keep it in my memory forever. And I had some experience with broken laptop and stolen accounts in the website, so that's why I decided it would be better to print it and to always keep your like to keep yourself optimistic and see it every day.
No, I see. I get the point. So in addition to the putting it to the cloud, keeping it on the laptop, you printed it. So
Yes, just to ensure it will be forever. You got the point.
I see. Thank you.
Well, good. Thank you so much, guys. And now we will continue with you to work a little bit with active vocabulary. It will take us 3-4 minutes, and then we're going to discuss more interesting questions. So, what we are going to do here, left and right, you should match the columns. I think we will begin from Vladimir this time.
Okay. Maybe the atmosphere is depressing because it's a war scene.
Very good. Super. Alex, number 2 for you.
The colors are soft and cool.
Very good. By the way, guys, what does it mean, soft colors and cool colors? Any ideas?
No.
Soft and what?
Soft colors, cool colors.
Okay, cool. It's the opposite of warm, so it's blue colors mostly. But about soft, maybe it's pastel colors.
And You are quite right. You're quite right. So soft colors, it's all this beige, pink, rose, light blue, yeah, and cool colors, dark blue, dark, navy blue. So this very bright and at the same time colors that show us some cold night, cold winter. Good. And number 3 will go for Lada. You asked it, so let's check your memory.
Okay, it's an evocative photograph.
Bravo. Yeah.
So let's ask Alex. Number 4.
Alex just answered.
Sorry. Igor.
Okay. It makes me feel pleased, optimistic, confused. I need to choose, I think, some the one with. Okay. It makes me feel optimistic.
Good. Dmitry, next. 5.
In the background, I can see people who are dancing.
Good. And
is it okay?
Yeah, it's exactly the right answer. Dmitry, choose who will say us number 6. Choose any person.
And who has not answered yet?
Oh, that's everybody. That's why I asked you to choose.
Okay, then Vladimir.
Okay, it's a half-length portrait.
Portrait, good.
Portrait.
And choose who will answer number 7.
Vlada.
His face is in focus.
Is in focus. Oh, okay. What is the opposite of his face is in focus, Igor?
I think his face is blurred.
Blurred or out of focus?
Out of focus. Maybe in the background.
In the background. Oh, not exactly. No. Well, let's ask Alex. Can you explain us the difference between background and front ground?
Background, it's we call background массовка.
Yeah, so what does it mean? So imagine that me is a photo. So what do you see in my background and what do you see is in my foreground?
Foreground means that we photo the hero of the photos, and background it's people who is not necessary to be in this photo.
Okay, good. Who just happened to spoil the picture, yeah?
Spoiled, yes.
Okay, super. So what I want you to do is to describe the photos. Vlada, as your profile picture is a very nice photo, so can you describe us the photo? Foreground, background, left, right, yeah? Evocative, it makes me feel.
Maria, do I need to describe a special photo or any photos what I see?
Actually, I want you to describe your photo on the profile picture.
My photo.
Yeah.
It's unexpected question. Okay. This photo was taken outdoors in St. Petersburg, and it was about 5 years ago. And my mother was a good photograph for it, and she didn't snapped, and I needed to I posed for this picture. In the background, you can find some architecture, lake, fountains, and in the foreground you can see my face. I think it's clearly visible. In the whole, I can say that it's nicely composed picture.
Yeah, you used it.
I just tried to use new words to remember.
Yeah, it was a very good description of the photo. Bravo, with all the extra parts. Now, guys, what I want you to do, you had a kind of a home task to describe any of your beloved photos. So now, can you please share a link for the photo if it is in Facebook, in Instagram, or if it is anywhere, and I will just put it on the main screen and you will describe it. Does anybody want to do it? The favorite photo?
Yeah.
Yeah, who? Igor?
I don't think I have a favorite photo, the one and only.
Maybe Vladimir, do you have a favorite photo to share?
No, I don't think so.
Alex, save the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have.
good.
Yeah.
We have a savior. So I put it on the main screen, and please describe us this photo.
Okay. I did this photo 5 years ago, and you can see a lake. This lake is located from the United States to Canada. It calls Big Lakes, and I and my friends had a good vacation in this house.
What can we see in the foreground, in the background, on the left, on the right?
You can see a boats. You can see 4 houses and small bridges. Small bridge, yeah.
Very good indeed. How does this photo make you feel?
When I see this photo, I remember that we had a good vacation for 4 days, and we were happy, and we were together.
Very good, bravo, thank you. Well, guys, any other photos you would like to share with us? No?
I can try. I can share with you a kind of photo I like all the time.
Oh, please.
I just a moment. I took it from my
Picture of kittens, maybe?
No. I think.
Well, while Igor is searching, guys, please don't forget, in the background, in the foreground, on the left, on the right, at the picture or in the picture, but never on the picture. On the picture это наверху, на картине. The fly is on the picture, yeah? But in the picture you can see. And also, when you are describing the picture, you should use a continuous form like Vlada did, yeah? For example, I was posing, I was staying. Okay, good. So I'm disappearing, I open, and Igor, please, word for you.
Okay, it's kind of a very wide photo because it is panoramic photo I made in Chernogorия. We were in the mountains, and you know I like almost all photos of mountains and that from mountains or maybe from the bottom of the mountains. I just like mountains, I think, and there is a little figure there. about it's not on the center. You can see it is on the right a little bit. It is the figure of my girlfriend. She is standing there small and looking on the panorama, and I think it's a great photo.
Yeah, it is. Well, what do we see on the in the background, and what do we see in the foreground?
I'm not sure that we can see foreground here. For me, it's all the whole photo is the background. Maybe on the foreground we see just some kind of trees or grass or bushes, and the background is the main part of the photo. We see the sun and the mountains, and there is a sea there. Maybe it's not obvious, but the sun shines on the sea there somewhere there.
In the background.
In the background, yes.
Very good, super. And next we have the photo of Vladimir, please. Wow.
Yeah.
So we have something new. Describe us, please.
Yeah, not about landscapes. Yeah, it's. I need to use vocabulary. This picture reminds me about of the celebration of the New Year in my dance classes. It was 1 year ago. Now I don't go for classes, but it was rememberable. I don't know because we were. It was the end of the year, and we were glad to talk with each other, because usually we dance during the lesson, but we decided to stay for a longer time and to talk a bit and take a photo. And I think it's a good photo because of emotions, I suppose. And on the foreground we can see like students, I don't know, and the
students, yeah.
teacher and the teacher on the foreground. On the background we can see pictures of the events or main characters of this dance.
Okay, in the background and in the foreground. Well, where can we find you? On the left, on the right, in the center?
I'm almost in the center. I'm on the right of the girl in the center.
Yeah.
So, and you are pretending to be sitting down, yeah? You holding your hands on your knees, yeah?
Oh, I didn't.
No. He just.
Yes, that is me.
Okay, very good indeed. Thank you. Well, is it an evocative photo for you?
Oh.
Evocative. Is it an evocative photo for you? Memorable. Brings you some memories.
Yeah. It's a evocative photo.
Okay, good. Well, Dmitry, thank you so much to Vladimir. And as for Dmitry, well, you have koala on your profile picture, so I think it will be fair to ask you to describe the picture with koala. What can you see here? What are they doing?
Yeah, I don't know how to
Firefighting.
Yeah, I don't see it actually, and I don't know how to open it.
You need to
No. On the main screen, I put the presentation. Yeah. You see now there are two photos. On one photo, the man is smoking or something, yeah, and the other one, the fireman with a koala.
Okay.
So describe us this photo, please.
Okay, in this photo, there are two persons. One of them is definitely not a human. I think it's kind of bear, and it's a very cute. It's a very cute animal. I would like to give him or her water too, or maybe feed it. And I think it's not prepared photo, so it's a catch. This photo was catched.
Snap.
Can I say it this way?
The photo was caught, or the photo was
Caught,
captured.
okay, it's irregular verb. I had regular verbs. Okay. And what to say? Okay, as I say, in the foreground we have two persons, and in the background we have beautiful nature. I think it's a forest. And how to say? Oh,
what is the man doing?
He's feeding, or how to say, watering.
Watering? He's giving some water, maybe.
Yes, he's giving water to this
koala.
Nice, creature, koala. Yes, and it accepts water with pleasure.
Wow, good description. By the way, why we see a firefighter? Does it give you any, ideas?
Maybe the forest in the background is burning or something like that, and this man is trying to save this koala.
Very good. Well, guys, does anybody of you recognize the photo? No? It was so-called Black Saturday in Australia in 2009. Do you remember? It was a very, very hot year. And in Australia, Victoria, state Victoria, there was a very big fire in the forest in this, I don't remember how we call this forest where koala lives. And this photo was snapped by one of the photographers when the firefighter saw this koala, who was absolutely dehydrated, of course, after 2 days of fire, and he was just giving her water from his bottle. Okay, wow. So, as we are running out of time, let's revise our active vocabulary a little bit. So, how would you say, switch on your microphones, I will give you the words and you just say it. So, how would you say сфокусированная фотка?
Focus.
In focus, good. Размазанная, не сфокусированная? Blurred out of focus, very good. Then, how would you translate me the sentence? Эта фотография вызывает у меня приятные чувства. Влада.
It's evocative photo.
Good, exactly. Then, one more thing. How would you translate? На фотографии ясно видна коала. Дмитрий.
Koala is clearly visible in this photo.
Very good. Then, one more question. На переднем плане вы видите красивую девушку, Владимир.
On the foreground, you can see in the foreground you can see beautiful lady.
А на заднем плане вы видите ее парня.
in the background you can see his boyfriend. Her boyfriend.
Your boyfriend. Well, I think that Conchita is a famous person, but let's not touch her here, yeah? Okay, so then one more question. Это очень хорошо составленная фотография. Это очень хорошо составленная фотография, yeah. Let us ask Alex.
It's a good composition.
Good, nicely composed. You're quite right, but a little bit other word. Nicely composed.
Nicely composed.
So we will ask you then one more thing. How would you translate as моя фотография в рамке? Это моя фотография в рамке.
My photo is located on the wood.
A little bit confusing. What about the word frame?
Frame, yes.
So translate us correctly.
My photo is in the frame.
My photo is in the frame. Okay, good. Then, мои любимые фотографии гор всегда в теплых тонах. Игорь.
The photos I enjoy most are the photos with the mountains, and they are always in soft colors.
Very good, super. Then, Влада, мой любимый портрет это, моя любимая фотография это мой портрет в полный рост в Питере.
My favorite picture is full-length portrait taken in St. Petersburg.
Bravo, good. Then, Snapchat выставляет фотографии, которые были, сделаны моментно. Дмитрий. Программа Snapchat работает с моментными фотографиями.
Okay. Snapchat, you said Snapchat application works with snap photos, maybe.
Snap photos, yeah, exactly. Super. Then, one more interesting thing. Я не люблю переносить фотографии с телефона на компьютер вручную. Я использую cloud. And we will ask Igor.
I don't like to put the photos from my camera to the computer. I don't know, in a manual way. I prefer keeping them in the cloud.
In the cloud. Okay, transferring. Переноска, перетаскивать, transfer.
Transfer, okay.
Okay, then. Я хорош в фотошопе, и я всегда редактирую задний план фотографий. Владимир.
I'm skilled at using Photoshop, and I always
редактирую задний план.
and I always edit background.
Background, good, super. Well, and for Alex, we will ask you. Когда я жил в Америке, я сделал много городских пейзажей.
When I was living in the USA, I took many urban landscapes.
Bingo. And I think Dmitry. Я люблю натюрморты, особенно мое кофе по утрам. Мой кофе по утрам.
Okay, I like still life photos, and especially my morning coffee.
Good, супер. Влада, я не люблю цветные фотографии, я предпочитаю монохром.
I do not like bright colors in the photos. I prefer monochrome.
Monochrome.
Chrome.
Bravo, good. Now, tell me please, do you have any questions to me with the vocabulary or everything we discussed today?
No.
No. Then I would like to give you a feedback. First of all, it was a great meeting. Thank you. I enjoyed it to the max, and I hope you too. And then one more thing. When we are working with adjectives like interesting, interested, boring, bored, please pay attention to this. So when you say she is an interesting person, that means that she is an interesting person. But I am interested in her, я заинтересован в ней. So, but when you're talking about pictures, picture can be only interesting, yeah? And you are interested in picture. It is a boring subject, I am bored with it. So please pay attention to IED, ING. Okay? The picture cannot be bored. Picture can be only boring. Then it's clear, yeah? One more thing, evocative, yeah? Don't forget about this word, full-length portrait. Okay, good. And also album. The stress is on the first syllable, album. Photo album. Then when I take a photo, when I took a photo, please also pay attention to mixing up present and past. And take a photo, take photos. Shoot a photo, shoot photos. Don't mix up together plus plural form. It's forbidden in the language. And I think that's it. Photo, photography, photograph, photographer. It changes the pronunciation, it changes the stress. So I think that's all for my feedback. And what I will ask you to do, first of all, I copy-paste you all the words from chat to your Skype chat. Second thing, in your presentation, you have a very nicely composed homework. So you have there two links. The link to BritishCouncil.com will give you the detailed description of the photo, the video. I will ask you if you have some free time to watch it, to maintain the pronunciation, the vocabulary. And after that, you can train it yourself. How? Well, I will not teach you how to record yourself, you know it perfectly. Just took any photo you like and record your description of this photo. For example, on this at this photo, I am with my girlfriend, is staying somewhere, yeah? And then listen to it and try to catch your mistakes. It is the best way of learning English when you listen to yourself and when you catch your own mistakes. Okay? Cheers. And the last thing that I will ask you to do, I will just give you the form for feedback. It will take you a minute or even maybe 30 seconds. Fill it in, please. It's quite important. Why? Because we will ask you to write there what you like, what you dislike, and what is the topic you would like to discuss next. Because as these clubs are done for you, so we would like to know your preferences. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, and the recording of our meeting, in case you would like to re-listen yourself and try to catch your own mistakes. Good. So, if you don't have any questions, I'd like to wish Happy Easter for those who have it on Sunday, yeah. So, color eggs, visit your grannies, don't drink too much, yeah, not to have headache on Mondays. And I wish you to have a great weekend and hope to see you all next time. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.